Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another tutorial. So I was recently working on this project here, and I had to remove the background from a lot of these cans here. And doing research online, everyone's telling you to use the color key up in the corner here, color key to remove the background. But I found another tool that it works identical to color key, but you have so much more control over your masking. So I wanted to just show you guys really quickly how you can get these super clean cutouts for your footage. So I'm gonna just come over here. We're gonna go to footage. Okay, so I've got my footage, right? So pretty easy footage, just recorded the can in front of a green screen, and we're gonna drag this into our project here. So I'm just gonna move down here and do it over here. Alright, so we're just gonna drag this into our project. Right click on link. I always get rid of the audio because my camera just records any audio, so I think I can turn that off, but I haven't yet. Anyways, so what we're gonna do is just turn this 90 degrees and negative 90, and we're gonna apply what's called the Ultra key. So this is basically identical, again, like I said, to the color key. So under here you've got your key, it applied to your layer or your footage layer, and you can just come over here to key color, hit the eyedropper, and you can just select right there, boom. So most of it's gone, but it's not perfect right off the bat, and I'm gonna just show you. We're just gonna make a new matte color. We'll just make this white so you can see the you'll be able to see kind of the mask imperfections if there are any. So this actually did a really good job. You can kind of see down here there's a little bit of a gradient, so it keyed out this color up here nicely. You can also see it here as well. I hope you guys can see that. Yeah, you can definitely see that. See these imperfect pixels here that are dark. So, and the can obviously itself has not got a very good distinct cutout here. So what we're gonna do is just come into our matte generation first, and we're going to play with the transparency. So I'm actually going to grab this color just make it a different color, red. Maybe that's not the best color. Let's do a blue. I just want something so I can kind of easily see so I can easily see the edge here. And we're just going to come down to transparency and kind of adjust that so we get our edges back to about there. And we're just going to make this to fit. Drag this down so it's a little bigger for you, so you can still see the imperfections. And we're just going to play around with some of these settings here. So the highlight, we'll drag that down. The shadow, if we drag that up, it brings in. If we drag it down, it's going to get rid of it some more. Play with our transparency. If you still can't get the perfect mask, you can actually go back into your eyedropper and just select something that's a little bit darker. We're going to come to our tolerance. That one doesn't do all that much. Come down here to matte cleanup. So these are great settings here. So your choke, bam, right there. So lift that one up, and we're gonna get a much sharper, a definitive edge. We can soften it just a little bit, not that much. Mess with our contrast about there, and you can see we're getting now we've got rid of most of that sort of imperfect pixels here, but at the same time we're still able to kind of keep that sharp edge along the can here. So as we turn it, you can see maybe here we could probably either soften it a little bit more, maybe about there. Looks good, and that's honestly pretty solid of a cutout. And you can kind of see right here, oh, we got a little bit of imperfection here, so maybe it's just kind of a lot of push and pull with these values. But the nice thing about Ultra key is that you can actually manipulate more values and have more control over how it's reading the color, as opposed to color key, which is just you click the color and then it gives you one or two setting, a few settings. Let's see here, color key. We'll just put that in just so I can see, you can see the difference in settings. So color key gives you a few settings, as opposed to Ultra key where you have just so much more control. Color key does work too though, but just that little extra level of control. You've got your color correction if you want to make adjustments like your saturation, and all of these kind of just determine how it's going to read your mask. So I can put that back on 100, and we'll just play around with these stuff here. Midpoint, maybe about there, right where we just lose. You can see these pixels here go away as we adjust the midpoint. Spill separation, We can undo the desaturate. You can see as we do that, it also affects the screen. Our range, just a bunch of different options here for you guys to play around with to really lock in that nice keyed out look, which is what I was doing with all of these to get that nice look here, as you can see. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I just wanted to make a super quick video on how you can do this, and then what you can do from here, you can obviously increase the size, moved it down, and if you play it, we got a nice spin animation going with a nice colorless background. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this tutorial, and I'll catch you in the next one.